Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Enrico L. DiGiamarino, Jr., your professor for this class. Please call me Sam. Everyone does. What we're going to do during this video is we're going to look at the class and cover some important information that you need as you start into this course. Now, a lot of people have probably told you how hard this course is. And to a certain extent, I have to agree with them. It is not an easy course. However, I will do everything I can in my power to make it easier for you to get a good grade in this class. So, you do have to do the work, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the class material.
Let's begin by signing into our course. You'll notice that I teach more than one course. I have two sections of microeconomics and a section of starting a business, AB207. So just bear in mind that that section number is important. Okay, we'll go ahead and sign into the course. It takes a second or two for it to come up. And a few things I want to call your attention to as we start out. First off, any announcements that I have posted. So you'll see it lists my name here. And so any of the announcements that I post are very important. Otherwise, I wouldn't waste my time posting them. You'll find that I don't send very many emails to my students. Basically, what I do is I put the important information that I want everyone to know here in the announcements. So, a couple things you'll see every week. You'll see a welcome for that particular unit. You'll see a reminder about hints, and we'll talk about that in a second. And then normally there'll be at the end of the week, at the end of the unit, there'll be a notice that I have posted the grades for the classroom. Now, these other announcements up here in your first week, things like from the department chair and some things that the university wants to remind you about. But definitely, whatever you do, make sure you check out my announcements. Now, I mentioned hints. Okay, and you'll see that I've posted an announcement here indicating that there are some documents in doc sharing that have hints that will help you with your assignment. So let's go take a look at doc sharing for a few minutes. We click here, and you'll notice that there are several different categories. One of the categories of documents is hints for assignments. We also have seminar slides, and then we have assignment templates. We'll talk about those in a moment. Now, under the hints documents, you'll notice that there is a list of the documents. I have at least one for every week. And you'll notice that for week 3 that I actually have 3 different documents, and week 4 there are 2 of them. So what they are listings of information and procedures that should help you be successful in that particular assignment. Now, for our Unit 1 assignment, just to show you what the document's going to look like as it pops up. And let me slide that over so we can see it. And we'll get rid of this one. We don't need that. So a few things in here that I would just show you how I do these hints documents. Basically, it gives you some information here. It says define opportunity costs. So as part of your answer to question 1, I want to see an explanation that shows how you defined opportunity cost, what you understand it to be. Part B, I'm telling you, complete a chart of all the options. Okay, now it'll make more sense when you see the question. And then for questions 2 and 3, it says look at these 12 principles. Now on that particular question, I'm going to tell you, pay really close attention to my seminar. There may be something in the seminar that helps you with that also. So we'll go ahead and get rid of this. So those are the hints documents. And again, we'll talk about these other ones in just a few minutes. So let's go back to course home. And one of the important things I want you to see, uh, is the syllabus. And we'll go to the syllabus for a minute. And as we scroll through that, of course, it's going to tell you about the course description. It shows you the course outcomes that we're looking for. So we have 5 course outcomes plus 2 general education literacy outcomes and a professional competency outcome. Now we've divided the course up into modules, and for a module is a course outcome, if you will. And for module 1, the course outcome 1, that actually comprises weeks 1, 2, and 3. Now they don't necessarily go in order because outcome 2, or course outcome, is covered in week 6. The third outcome is covered in weeks 7 and 8. The fourth outcome in weeks 9 and 10. And the fifth outcome in weeks 4 and 5. And you say, well, that doesn't make any sense. Well, it does if you follow what we're doing in the book. Now, your GEL 1.1, which is the writing GEL, and the professional competency dealing with multiculturalism comes in Unit 2. And we'll talk about Unit 2 in a couple minutes, but basically that's going to be a writing assignment. Okay. Some other material that you'll be interested in, your textbook. It is an e-book, and so the information on the textbook is listed here. How are the points spread? You'll notice that we have discussions each week, including week 10, that is each one's worth 25 points. We have some assignments that are 40-point assignments. Some assignments are 80-point assignments. But notice there's none in week 10. We do have a seminar in every week, including week 10, and that is graded. However, the only quiz we have is in week 10, and that quiz only covers what's in week 9 and week 10. Okay, so we have a total of 1,000 points. And of course, the syllabus shows you how that 1,000 points is broken up into letter grades. So, what else do we have in here that would be interesting? Late policy. You understand what the university late policy is. I will share with you the fact that I consider you all to be adults. You're here for a reason. I don't think any of you are kids fresh out of high school. And so with that in mind, I understand that sometimes life gets in the way. Sometimes the kid has to go to the emergency room right when you're supposed to be submitting an assignment. Something gets in the way. Just let me know, and we won't have to deal with taking points away for things being late. Just let me know. Okay. Tutoring. It talks about the tutoring centers. There are the help that's available. As far as the material in economics, your best bet is to contact me. If you have a question about what I'm looking for in an assignment, contact me. I'll let you know. Okay. So, seminars. Seminars are graded. I strongly urge you to attend the seminar. If something happens that you're going to be a little bit late, no problem, still come. I'll give you credit for having attended the seminar, even if you come in late. However, I do expect that you'll go back and listen to the archived recording to make sure you didn't miss something that was really important. Again, if you do have to miss a seminar, we'll talk about how to access the seminar in just a minute. Make sure that you go back and do that, listen to the archived recording and do the summary of, written summary of what you accomplished or what you heard in that recording. We'll talk about discussion boards in a few minutes. Okay, so with that said, let's take a minute and go back and look at how to access the seminars. Okay, normally you would access the seminar with a hot link that would occur right below where you sign into your course. And what happens there is that the hot link is only hot 30 minutes prior to the seminar and then during the time the seminar is on. Now, If you were to miss the seminar or you had to go back and get to the archived recording, you notice that when you hover over the course, that there's a window that opens up or a box that opens up to the right, and the very bottom thing on that is My Seminars. If you click on that My Seminars, okay, what it's going to do is take you to a page that looks about like this. Now this one I've set up for previous courses because the current course is not live yet because I'm recording this about 2 days before it goes live. And so so you would have, but yours would say current course or current classes, and then the term, okay, and what the course is, and you can choose which course it is. Okay, in my case, it's section 1 of microeconomics for that term. And then you just click on View Archives. And what that will give us is a list of the dates for all the seminars that have already been recorded. And like I said, again, if you've missed one, you just go to the one you missed, click on the link, and it'll start playing. And then you can listen to the whole thing or the part that you may have missed. So that gives you an idea what you need to do with that. Let's get this out of here, and we'll go back into the classroom. Now, let's see what else. So we've covered most of what's in the syllabus. Rubrics, we'll talk about rubrics in a minute. Net etiquette, so we don't need to worry too much about that. So we've talked about the syllabus. Faculty information. Here is the contact information for me under the faculty information link. Other things that we want to look at, we come down here and there is a link for grading rubrics. So we click on that. We go to the discussion rubric and it will pull up a document which you can then download. Let's get rid of this one completely. And then you can scroll through this. Now I would suggest that you come to the first week seminar because I'm going to explain how I grade the discussions in that seminar. So I think that'll be something that'll be useful to you. Now, seminar rubric, it gives another document, which we'll pull over. I'll get rid of this one too. And you'll see that it has a distribution of points. My feeling about the seminar, again, you're an adult. If you attend, I give you the full 15 points. If you miss the seminar and you submit the alternate assignment, you get the 15 points. It's as simple as that. So we're not going to sit and bicker about this. Although if you have questions in the seminar, please do ask the questions, type the questions in so I can answer them. Okay, now as far as the assignment rubrics go, there is a general assignment rubric, but for most of the assignments in this class, and actually let me go to a unit. Well, no, we'll do it here. So we go back up to doc sharing. What we've done is we have a category called assignment templates. And so there is a template for all of the assignments. Okay? Now, and I'll show you the difference here in a minute. But for instance, in the Unit 1 assignment, okay, and again, we're going to get a document pulled up here. Let's get rid of this one. So we have some general information that you have to go by. One of the first things it says is how to name your document. Okay. It says save this document or this template on your computer with the following naming format. It's got course number. Well, we know it's AB224. Section number. And remember I said I teach more than one section. So I want an underline and I want whatever section you're in. And then an underline, your last name, an underline, your first name, an underline, and the week that the unit is for, or the week the assignment is for. So obviously this one is Unit 1. So the last part of that name of that document would say Unit 1. Now, why am I being so particular about how you save this document on your computer? Because you're going to upload it to the Dropbox after you've completed the assignment and inserted your answers. And the situation I run into is this, okay? Again, I have a whole bunch of students, okay? But I want the name of the course and the section number because you notice here I've got 207s mixed in with 224. Sometimes I'd have 22401s and 02s mixed up. So I need to know which section you're in when I go to process the thing. I do not want names like this, okay? I want it spelled out very clearly. That way when I need to find your document on my computer, when I download it, it's easy for me to do. And you would really, really like your instructor to be a happy camper. So name the documents the way the instructions tell you. Another important part of the instruction as far as grading goes is in your writing, it says make sure on your last page that you include a list of references. If you have not used any other reference for the assignment, at least list the textbook. Okay? And you'll see when we look at the grading rubric in a minute why that's important. Now, on the assignment, you'll notice that there's a question, and then there may or may not be a chart for it. And all you have to do is go to the portion and start inserting your answer. And again, you could just type right there and insert it. Okay. You go through all the questions that way and whatever computations you have to make. And then notice at the bottom, I put a reminder to make sure you list a reference. Why? Because on the, let's do this a minute, enable editing, let's make this, and I'll move this to a complete sheet so it's easier to see. Insert, page break. Okay, so here I've got the rubric on one page, and what you'll see is in the writing area, I want to make sure your cover sheet information is correct. It's 2 points. I want to make sure you have references. Well, on this assignment, this 40-point assignment, it's 2 points if you don't have any references. Then we come down to each question, and you see how many points each question, what spread the points are for each question. In this case, each question has the exact same points. You'll see in a later assignment that's not necessarily true. Okay. So we don't need to save that. Okay, so you see the assignments. Now, let's go to a specific unit, and then we'll come back to the assignment in a minute. Okay. Here in the unit, we have the home, and we have some information on what's being covered in that unit. You can read what unit outcomes are being covered in this one. And you'll notice this one is covering the college level communications and the multiculturalism professional competency in addition to the first outcome. Okay. So in the reading area, it tells you what chapters you're going to have to read in the textbook. Well, where is the textbook? Well, we have a digital book over here under Course Home, and you click on that, and you go into your VitaSource bookshelf. You'll have to click on the course on the book title, and then it tells you what you have to do in order to get into the system. Okay, I'm not going to go through that right now, but if you have any questions, let me know. So that gets you into the textbook so that you can do the reading that is assigned. Okay. Now, in addition to that, we have the discussion. It tells you a little bit about the discussion here and what topic is going to be covered. But to enter the discussion, you have to come over to the link underneath the Unit 2 and then do your respond here, and it explains the question again. Okay, I'm back over here. Seminar, you cannot access the seminar either from this link. This link's just going to tell you about it, and it's going to tell you what your alternate assignment is. And it's a one-page summary of the seminar if you missed it. Likewise, over here, if you click on this, it does not take you to the seminar. Okay, so you have to go back out to where you signed into the course to get to the seminar. Okay, so back over here. And one other thing, in this assignment, when you click on the assignment, it's going to tell you to go get the template that we just looked at, but what's really important is this part, okay? In this one, there is a learning activity. When you click on the learning activity, and you see the highlighted hot link, we click on that, and up comes, do I want to resume? No. Okay. Up comes this unit practice learning exercise. Now, some of the units have it. I believe 6 of the 10 units have a learning activity. Okay. And so you'll get some general information to read. You'll get, when you click next, you'll get a situation. And then beyond that, you'll get a question. And you'll have charts or whatever will be provided to you. You may have to do some computations, and then you get to choose your answer. If you choose a wrong answer, okay, it's going to tell you it's incorrect, and it's going to give you some explanation or some hint or some direction to go in, okay? And you come back again, and if you, let's see a minute, 40. Absolute advantage in hot dogs, 30, 50. Okay, so when you click on the correct answer, it'll tell you that you got it correct, and it will explain how it found it. And basically what it found in this case was this one with the circle has the bigger number than the one with the square. 50 is bigger than 30. Okay, so for absolute advantage, that's what that means. And then you continue on through. So it is a learning tool. It's not graded, but it's really going to help you answer some questions that you're going to have to answer either in the unit assignment for that unit or in a future unit. Okay, so just to be aware of that. Let's see if we can get out of this. And we're back here. Then the other part of this will tell you, go to the doc sharing, download the assignment template, and then it tells you how to upload it after you've inserted your answers. Now, the Unit 2 template is a writing assignment. Okay, so when we go to the template and we go down to Unit 2, and again, I have to pull this over. It has different information than the other templates do. It's going to give you a situation, and then it's going to tell you what we want you to answer in that. Okay, and we're looking for a 3 to 4 page paper in standard APA format with references. Okay, and then it has the grading rubric for that assignment, showing how many points for each portion, the analysis, the professional competency part of it, the multiculturalism, the international trade understanding, and you notice how the points are distributed. Okay, and then this category down here says how you're going to be graded on it. Okay. Okay, that should get you aimed in the right direction. What are we missing? Not all of the, well, let's go to Unit 3. I want to show you something in Unit 3. So we'll go to Unit 3. Now, Unit 3 in the assignment, there is a learning activity there, just like we had in Unit 2. Okay, and then an explanation about the assignment. But under the reading link, Not only do you have the explanation of the reading, what chapter you have to read, but there are a series of videos that I've created which should help you with the requirements of the assignment. So you click on that and you get a series of hot links that will take you to each one of the videos that have been created. And see if I can stop that. It has a little lead-in music. And then it goes into whatever the explanation is of the. So this is something you can go back to time and again if you need it. Okay. All right. So that takes care of videos. We talked about the learning activities. We've talked about how to get into the seminars. Uh, and so that, and then the other thing that I did say was that some of the units, I'll go to unit 4 real quick, in the assignment area, there is no additional learning activity up here. Okay. And in this case, there are no videos. Okay. You have reading and then your discussion thread, and the discussion question on this one, is spelled out, and then you would go to the discussion area to answer the question. Okay, so that's the most important parts of this. If you have any questions, please let me know, and we'll see you in the seminar. Thank you.